Arms are so crucial. They're the first thing people will notice on your physique. I remember years ago, some dude came up to me, grabbed my arm, and was like, bro, how are you getting your arms so big? And I just remember thinking, like, I used to be insecure about my arms. I would hide in hoodies every day. You already know I came from around like 215 pounds, hated how I looked, hated how my arms looked. It's not genetics, it's hard work. And I'm gonna show you guys every set, every exercise. So let's go rip some arms. Shoulders and arms are the first thing people notice, is because when you're wearing a shirt, when you're actually filling out the shirt, the sleeves are tight, people can see that. Your shoulders are what makes you look wide and broad. You know, you're not just a little stick figure standing around, walking around. You have some size to you. People notice that. They notice the sleeves not baggy. They're wondering. They see the arm veins. That's why shoulders and arms are the first thing people notice when it comes to your physique, because it's the thing that stands out, especially if you're wearing short sleeve shirts. Even long sleeve, you can see the arm definition, the bicep, the tricep through the shirt if your arms are actually getting that big. First exercise we're going to go into is shoulder press. Starting off light. Now I just did a warm up for around 12 to 15 reps. And I'm going to push it to my top set for around 6 to 8 reps. So I'm going to push it to my limit here on a heavy weight and hopefully go exactly to failure, or if not, fucking past that, because I have a spotter. I'm actually going to be training my boy today, so I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to train hard, even if you're someone who isn't used to working so hard, like an experienced lifter like myself. So take some notes, and we're going to get you jacked, all right? Fine. Alright, so I underestimated myself with the 90s, so I'm about to jump up to the hundreds for hopefully around 6. Really push it, because, bro, if you're just training in a slight fatigue, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna make progress. You need to push yourself to the fucking limit where you might die under the weight. It's that fucking serious. Come on, pussy. Fuck. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. That's a set. Now it's your turn to push yourself. You ain't going no 50s. One more. Push! Alright, we're about to do some biceps and triceps. I'm going to show you the proper way to curl, because a lot of people do it wrong, even though it's such a simple movement. But first, we got to take the pump cover off and see how we're looking. Pretty crispy. I'm not going to lie. I think I look like shit right now. I fucked up on my diet the other day, but this is what happens when you have a real arm program. You get some, look at that bicep. Come on, I know you want that bicep. See that? Now let's show you how to do some curls right now. Alright, most people when they curl, they just bring the weight up. But the bicep, watch how it flexes. When I come here, yeah, it flexes, but it's all in the wrist. Look at that. When you turn your wrist in, that's how you get the true bicep peak in the flex. So, when you have the curl, you're going to want to bring it up and twist in. Bring your pinky to the right or to the left, whatever side you're doing, twist it in and really get that squeeze at the top, the contraction. You want to hold it for about a second. So you come up, squeeze, slow back down. Come up, squeeze, slow back down. And I do 4 sets, 12 reps on each arm. I'll do them like solo, so I'll alternate. But I have a mic in my hand, so I'm going to just show you one. And then you can work up in weight. So after 2 sets of 12, you can do 2 sets, heavier weight of 10 reps. So while you're still maintaining the good form, I'm going light. I'm only doing 25s. You don't need an eagle lift, 50s, 40s. It's all about the form and that contraction at the top. That's how you grow your biceps. Alright, so one of the best tricep movements is the over the head tricep press or extension. And this is how it's going to look. 2 sets of 12, 2 sets of 10 after I work up in weight.
A reason why most guys don't see results in their shoulders is because they're training more about their ego and how much weight they're lifting rather than controlling the weight during the movement and having actual good form. So like I just showed shoulder press, you want to come down and bring it up into the top. I'm not there doing weight I can't do. I'm doing weight I can get for a comfortable rep range like I explained. And now the lateral and the front delt, I'm going to show you slow, nice, and good form controlled reps that actually help with muscle growth rather than training your ego. Okay, so take some notes. So for front delts, a big misconception is you just want to go straight up. But the muscle actually comes at an angle. So when you cross your body a little bit more, you're going to get a better squeeze, a better contraction. So when you're doing your front raise, you can do this on a cable as well. You don't want to go straight up because it does hit the front delt, but not as efficient as if you bring it across. That's how you get that full contraction. So I do 4 sets of 12 to 15 here, depending on the weight. Again, like I'll start probably with 15 reps, build up in weight, and then do for 12. On shoulders, it's more about good form and high volume. You don't need to pick up heavy ass weight. I got a simple 20 right here. I'm going to hit 15 calm reps and my shoulders are going to grow and have a crazy pump. The main part of the delt that will give you that width, that 3D look, is the side delt. And you train that with lateral raises. A lot of people like the front raise, ego weight, put a lot of weight, have shit form, and they don't get any development. Now what you want to do, I prefer on a cable, lighter weight, only 30 pounds. And I would usually have my wrist wrap thing, but I forgot it in the car, so we're just going to do it like this. This still works as well. And what you want to do is lead with your elbow. Your wrist should never be above your elbow. That's a big mistake people make, and it leads to injury and less muscle development. So, just like that, you see how the elbow is leading, the wrist is not above the elbow, and you do volume, so around 12 to 15 reps. Nice, slow, and controlled, and that's how you get wide, baby. Now for a more controlled bicep movement, we're going to do some preacher curls. I like starting off a little lighter for like 10 to 12 and building up to a solid set of around like 6 to 8. So I'm just going to start off pretty light with a 25. It's basically the same thing as the other curl we did, but your elbow is not able to move at all. And come down, same thing, get that twist, that nice squeeze at the top for that full bicep contraction. And that is where the peak of your bicep is going to pop. So your bicep looks fucking massive, okay? All right, now keep in mind, this workout is around 45 minutes to 1 hour of high intensity, low rest times. Just put in your all into every set. So the finisher is going to be a close grip bench. And this is one of my favorite tricep movements because it builds strength along with muscle mass. So you want to grab, close on the bar. It's basically like, the close grip push-ups that work your tricep, but you can do some progressive overload with some heavy weight. I like going really heavy for around, a warm-up set, like 10, feeling it out, then like 6, 3 to heavy single. And this movement will get your bench, like 20 to 25 pounds on your bench PR. So I was stuck at 275 for the longest time, started doing this, hit 315 within a month. So if you are plateauing in your bench PR, it's probably more on your triceps rather than your chest because you're probably getting locked out around this point, right? You probably get it off your chest. Now, think of a bench press as 2 movements. The first movement is majority chest, and the second movement is majority the tricep, and a lot of people lock out on that tricep movement, and that's where the close grip bench comes in, which will get you some fat bench PRs. Your boys are going to be like, yo, how the fuck you benching all that weight? You can be like, Fred, it's the close grip bench, boy. I'm put you on. Okay, so I just did my warm-up of 10. I rested around 3 minutes, 3 to 5, since it's a heavy compound movement. I'm going to do this for 6 to 8, depending on the feel. Just 2 plates. Just like my first working set. I'm mad weak right now. I feel like a fucking pussy. That should have been way easier, but it's fine. We're gonna probably go up either a 10 or a 25 for a set of 3 to 1 and then build back down instantly to a drop set. That's how you get these fucking triceps. Get that shit. Yeah. You want these fucking triceps, these horseshoes, these cannons? That's how you do it, man. It's simple. High intensity workout, barely resting. The only time you rest is on the compound movements, which was the shoulder press and this movement. So watch, I'm gonna push his ass. This is how you gain size. Come on! 2 more. These help reps are everything. Push!
Ah, fuck.
Ah, you pussy.
The hand sanitizer fucked me, bro.
He got excuses. You see how he's saying the hand sanitizer? Now get down and do one more. If you a real man. See, this is all the motivation you need. He would have never done that without me. Come on! Let's go. Up. Oh, easy. Got more. Yes, sir. Look at that. He got 2 more there. That's what it's all about. Ah! Now I'm going to do my top set, like I said, around 1 to 3, depending on feel, probably around 1 because I'm feeling weak. But after this, into a drop set, and that will be the workout for today. Might get a little posing, a little coolness. You doing something funny back there? All right, let's get it. Let's see what we got. Flex your arm at least, pussy. It's still not taking photo. Oh yeah, it did it. Alright, let's get some posing in. Alright, so back to the basics.
Here, turn the Bluetooth off just in case.
Okay. Back to the basics. We'll start with a side chest. So that will show your delts, right? So like I said with that tricep, in the arch of your foot, you put your, whatever is your posing side in. So your foot's going to be down, your toe, drive it into the ground. Your legs should be touching each other, right? So those legs are touching. And now from basically the side of your waist, like here and here, you're going to want to grab, come back, twist a little, squeeze the bicep and the shoulder. And it should be a 90-degree angle. And you want to twist and keep your delt to delt as far as you can. So you don't want to come in like this. You want to open up. And then bring this arm. All this arm is doing right here is coming over and squeezing your chest. Yep. Now twist slightly. Bring this arm here. Zoom, zoom. Squeeze this with this arm. That arm, that's all it's doing. Good. See that delt? That's what we train today. That's why delts are popping right here. Yeah. Now we're going to go to from that, a good transition is a side delt or a side try since your leg is already there. So like I said before, do the side try. Let's see if you remember. Remember? Boom. Yep. Roll the shoulder back, arm down. Boom. Squeeze that. Rotate slightly. Boom. Look at that. Simple posing. I'm here. Foot first. Everything starts from the foot and you're going up. Your foot's in. Squeeze that leg together. Arm here. Vacuum. Breathe out. Right? We're showing all that delt, bicep, and all this arm is doing is coming across, flexing the chest. And then a good transition into that since your foot's already here. Delt, boom, roll that shoulder back, straighten that arm, abs. Twirl it. You just come in like this, stand like this. Into a most muscular, a simple pose. You want to focus on getting them delt activated, and then you just come across, twist your wrist in, just like we said with those bicep curls, how to hit that wrist. All your bicep is this. You can hold it upright, come down with it, flex the traps, abs. Pretty simple. Posing. You flex your arm, flex the tricep, and then all this one's doing is a bicep twist. The wrist in. Good. Turn your waist more straight. And then that one is also good in the tricep. Pretty simple posing. Posing is one of the hardest parts about the lifting because you could have the physique, but if you suck at posing, you're not going to be able to show it off well. So, some little tips and tricks, boys. Now that was the full arm day. Like I said, it's only 45 minutes to 1 full hour. You don't need to be in the gym training for hours. You need to go in and train with a ton of intensity. That's how you're going to get development. And now the arm day is a shoulder press, bicep curl, overhead tricep extension into a front delt raise, lateral raise, preacher curl, and then finish with close grip bench. And now if you're going with all your intensity into every single set, training to basically failure, that's how you grow. No ego lifting, low weight, high volume, good form, good contraction, good control. Your arms are gonna explode. Your arms are gonna grow. Now, comment down below what muscle group you struggle with the most, or now I can make another video on it. Or if your diet is struggling, what is your problem? Why are you not seeing progress? And don't come up with some lame excuse. Be honest. Be whole to yourself. What is holding you back? Are you not holding yourself accountable? Do you cheat on your diet? Do you skip the gym? What is your issue? Because it's not genetics. It's the input, not the output. Think of it.